Plaza decks and green roof systems present an opportunity that doesn't come along often: the chance to aesthetically enhance an environment and deliver practical benefits at the same time. They represent a classic combination of form and function. Plaza decks featuring pavers formed from textured colored stone and planters for garden accents maximize space utilization and beautify urban landscapes. Green roofs offer the same aesthetic benefits while working to control stormwater drainage and improve energy efficiency. Although these ideas have gained popularity in recent years, they aren't new. In fact, for over 25 years, one company has offered high-performance waterproofing solutions for Plaza deck and green roofing applications: Siplast. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, Siplast was a pioneer in the search for higher-performance, next-generation roofing and waterproofing products. The search resulted in the development of styrene-butadiene-styrene SBS-modified bitumens. In the 1970s, this technology led to the development of Teranap, an SBS-modified bitumen membrane engineered to meet the exceptional demands of Plaza deck and green roofing applications. Teranap is composed of an elastomeric asphalt base, a proprietary blend of SBS and the highest quality asphalt, with a puncture-resistant polyester reinforcement. The resulting SBS-modified bitumen membrane is produced in a unique 2-meter width. Each roll of Teranap provides a coverage of 400 square feet, resulting in a significant reduction in the number of seams as compared to projects using conventional modified bitumen products. Teranap is also available in a 1-meter width for applications where a smaller roll is more convenient, such as setback roofs and high-rise projects. The Teranap waterproofing system is torch-applied and incorporates 2 membrane layers. The 90 mil base ply, Terabase, is an elastomeric membrane engineered to retain its elasticity through the rigors of deck movement. The top ply, Teranap, consists of a nonwoven polyester mat impregnated and coated with SBS-modified bitumen. A root-resistant polyester film protects the surface of the 160 mil thick sheet. The system totals over 250 mils of elastomeric waterproofing membrane. Teranap is applied using a common roofing torch. No special kettle or unusual application equipment is required. As with any torch-applied system, cold weather presents fewer application restrictions. In fact, except in extreme conditions, Teranap can be installed year-round. Because conventional torching equipment utilizes an open flame, all standard safety precautions must be observed, including a 1-hour fire watch following all torch applications. Application of the Teranap waterproofing system begins by priming the deck with Siplast PA 1125, an asphalt-based primer. After the primer has dried, the base ply, Terabase, is torched into place with 3-inch side and end laps using a standard roofing torch or a 7-burner torching wagon. Heat should be concentrated low on the roll at the point where the Terabase and the substrate make contact. The backside of the roll is heated by moving the torch across the entire width of the roll in a steady, even motion. The grooved torching surface provides a good indicator of proper torching. The plastic film should be completely burned off and the back coating softened until the grooves are no longer visible, without causing the surfacing on the top side of the sheet to become displaced. A small bead of bleed-out should appear along the membrane edge. Terabase should be fully bonded to the substrate and be free of wrinkles, creases, and fish mouths. At end laps, a dog ear is cut in the overlapping selvage edge to allow for better adhesion of the T-joint to the next course. All projections and vertical to horizontal transitions require the application of strip-in plies to build a redundant flashing system at these critical points. The strip-in plies should extend 4 inches onto the horizontal surface and 4 inches onto the vertical surface. Following application of the strip-in plies, 2-meter wide rolls of Teranap are installed with 6-inch side and end laps. Courses are staggered to ensure that lap seams in the Terabase do not coincide with lap seams in the Teranap finish ply. To facilitate easier handling of the large 2-meter roll, the roll can be pushed onto a wood block and rotated. Teranap is installed with a root-inhibiting film layer up. Sheets of Teranap can be pre-cut to size. Pre-cut sheets are set in place and rolled back to the center from both ends. This allows crews to work from the middle of the sheet, which assists in keeping the material straight. A crew of 2 torches in tandem, covering the full width of the 2-meter roll. The sanded side of the sheet receives the heat and is bonded to the surface of the Terabase base ply. Heat should be concentrated at the point where the Teranap and Terabase make contact. When properly heated, a small 2 to 3 inch pool of the modified bitumen blend is generated and will consistently be pushed ahead of the roll. Care should be taken not to overheat the material. An excessive pool of modified bitumen blend evidences overheating. Following application of the Teranap, flashing is installed. Flashing pieces should be pre-cut to size off the end of a roll of 1-meter Teranap. The area of Teranap to be adhered to is torch primed to remove the polyester film on its surface. Then flashing pieces are torched into place. The size of the pieces will be determined by the specific flashing height and should allow 6 inches of material to extend onto the Teranap surface ply. In exposed flashing applications, foil-faced Veral is used as the flashing sheet in lieu of Teranap. Regardless of the flashing membrane, all flashing should be fastened 9 inches on center and counterflashed with metal to divert water from the leading edge of the flashing. Prior to the installation of any overburden, a water test of at least 48 hours should be conducted. The Teranap waterproofing system can be specified with a wide range of surfacings for plaza deck and green roofing applications, including pedestals and pavers, poured concrete, road asphalt, and extensive and intensive green assemblies. Pedestals and pavers are a frequent surfacing option that maximizes space utilization. A prefabricated drainage mat can be installed prior to the application of the pedestals and pavers to assist in system drainage. Typical pedestal and paver installation requires an assessment of the slope of the deck to determine a starting point for the installation of the pavers. Adjustable pedestals are set into position, and pavers are placed according to the design layout. The pavers are checked for level continuously throughout the process. The popularity of green roofing applications has increased recently in response to the growing demand for sustainable buildings. Teranap green roofing applications can be specified with many landscape options, including both extensive green and intensive green assemblies. Extensive green is a lightweight minimum soil design incorporating sedums, grasses, and wildflowers that require minimal maintenance. Intensive green is a more standard planting system that requires deeper soils for grasses, shrubs, and trees. Green roof areas can easily be incorporated into plaza deck applications as aesthetic focal points. This requires segmenting one system from the other. In some cases, a metal transition is used as a frame for the green area. Placement of a strip-in ply along the metal transition is necessary to ensure that the growing medium, the soil, stays in place. Before placing the growing medium, a prefabricated drainage mat specifically engineered for green roofing applications is cut to size and loose laid. Drainage mats for green roofing are designed with small cups for water retention and a facer that acts as a root inhibitor. With a drainage mat in place, growing medium specifically formulated for the specific requirements of extensive or intensive planting systems is placed over the drainage mat. Obtaining a planting scheme from a horticultural professional is advisable. There are a lot of specialty components involved in plaza deck and green roofing applications. To simplify matters, Siplast offers all of these components, with the exception of plants, in a complete system package covered by a single source guarantee. Siplast has over a quarter-century of experience with Plaza deck and green roofing applications on some of the most prestigious, recognizable projects in the world. You can be confident that Teranap will withstand the unusual rigors of Plaza deck and green roofing applications for years to come.